Hi, I'm Jess, and welcome to Spooky Movie Club. Hi, everyone. Welcome back to the Spooky Movie Club. We are discussing the last movie of February Community Choice Month, which was Twilight. There's a lot to unpack. This movie is like an onion, lots of layers. But I'm going to go ahead and read, because I don't own this movie. I'm going to read the synopsis off of Google. But if you want to skip ahead to next week's spooky movie or the lovely discussion we're going to have about it, I'm going to leave timestamps below. Okay, Twilight. I will have to point out that on Google, it's romance/fantasy. There's no horror mentioned. But here we go. High school student Bella Swan, Kristen Stewart, always a bit of a misfit, doesn't expect life to change much when she moves from sunny Arizona to rainy Washington State. Then she meets Edward Cullen, or Pattinson, a handsome but mysterious teen whose eyes seem to peer directly into her soul. Edward is a vampire whose family does not drink blood. Okay. And Bella, far from being frightened, enters into a dangerous romance with her immortal soulmate. Oh my God, how romantic. I feel like does not drink blood, and they don't drink human blood. They do drink animal blood. They still kill animals. Still drink blood. But yeah, let's start peeling it back. Let's start examining the onion. So my thoughts on Twilight, like I said, lots of things to unpack. It's like an onion. This movie is just really bad. It's bad. It's terrible. It's so bad. Oh my God, it's so bad. It's so bad. It's so bad. I think on more rewatches you do it, it just gets worse and worse and worse. The color grading is terrible. That blue hue is just horrendous. Why? The acting is bad, except for the dad. I thought Charlie the dad he deserved better, I think. I think he was fine. He deserved better than this movie. The music was a kind of weird choice. The script was bad. The pacing was bad. All around, just not great. Not great. I do have to say when watching it, I feel like the director, scriptwriter, whoever tried to make it scary. Like there are moments where you're like, oh, is this supposed to be like scary or like horror-ish? I think there could be arguments made for both sides of the camp, that it could be an argument for this is a horror type movie, and then also no horror. Like I said, there are people in this room who disagree.
It's not a horror movie.
But I think arguments could be made for both. But yeah, I'm going to talk about my final thoughts. So my final thoughts on Twilight is, for me, it's a so bad it's good movie, in my opinion. Am I going to watch it again? Probably yes. Probably I will watch this movie again. I probably will watch this again. I'm wearing my Red Letter Media t-shirt because I feel like this could be featured on a Best of the Worst episode on a wheel, or some sort of random episode that they have to be forced to watch, and I think it could win. I think it could win Best of the Worst, and I'm not going to lie about that. I actually think they did a Half in the Bag where they want to review the whole Twilight saga and only watched, I think, New Moon, and we're like, yeah, F this, we're not watching any more of these. They're so bad. But I feel like they should just, go back, maybe give it a try. But if you haven't seen Twilight, you're not missing much. But if you love it so bad it's good, I think you need to watch it. So now that February Community Choice Month is over, I honestly don't know if I could trust them to pick movies again. I don't really know if they can be trusted with such a important part of this thing we're doing. But we'll see. We'll test out the waters. But now it's March movies. We're moving on. And I picked another theme this month. And because we're continuing to play Resident Evil 2, the remake, I wanted to pick something in that vein. So March is Zombie Month. We're going to watch all zombie movies. And the first one we're going to watch is my favorite in the George Romero, I guess you could call it trilogy. I mean, I don't really consider Land of the Dead like part of this whole thing. Like that's like its own. Those other ones are like its own thing. And the original 3, this is my favorite one. And it is Dawn of the Dead, I love this zombie movie mostly because I think it takes place in a shopping mall. And I just love the idea of people like being stuck in a shopping mall. As a kid, I think that was like some sort of weird fantasy. Um, this is the Second Sight Films Ultimate Edition box set. It comes with a novel. I think the soundtrack is in here because of the goblins. We just watched a Dr. Wolfula episode last night, and he was doing a Dawn of the Dead thing, and I didn't know Goblin. I didn't know they did it. I didn't know. But I'm really excited to watch this again because I love the whole shopping mall aspect. But yeah, I'm really excited to watch Dawn of the Dead again, and I think that if people who are doing Spooky Movie Club haven't seen this, I think they're really gonna like this one. We did Day of the Dead not too long ago, a couple months ago. That was my first time watching this, but Dawn of the Dead is still my favorite, so I'm excited to watch it again. I think that about wraps it up for our Twilight discussion. I hope you enjoyed peeling back the onion that is this film. But I'm super excited for next week, Dawn of the Dead, and the zombie month in general. I hope you are too. If you want to join us for the viewing party for Dawn of the Dead, we're going to do that on Wednesday, 6:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on Discord. And then we'll do the live discussion on Saturday, 5:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I'm going to leave the links below if you want to check any of that out. But if not, no worries, because I'll be back here on Sunday with the review. Bye.